Alright guys, what's going on? I am back. I said no crying in these videos. It's like a mukbang. So somebody always tells me to eat in the video. So here you go. Too much. I got nachos. Man, they was fresh. Now they soggy because I had to do this video and set it up. My bad, hold on. Let me go. Okay, my bad. I'm knocking. Alright. So I wanted to do something real quick. Alright, so this is going to be called right now. This part right here is called a glutton for punishment. Alright, now most of this video, everything I do is about my life. Alright, it's people in my life, but most of the time I'm the star. These shoes are nice looking, right? Everybody know Air Max. Alright, these are nice looking shoes. But they hurt my feet. Alright. I bought these same shoes in high school or maybe a little later, but they hurt my feet back then too. But in my mind, I'm thinking maybe somehow my feet have shrunken, which they have not, or the shoe had widened or something like that. But my point is, I do this in my life too. Some things are bad for me, and I keep going back to them, and then wonder why things, didn't turn out better. It is what it is. Same thing, like I used to go to this barber shop. I used to go to this barber and get my hair cut, and they were bad. They were Koreans, right? They were fast, but they didn't cut all that good. And I would come home, and Zakia would be like, "Let me see your hair." She'd be like, "You was to the Koreans, didn't you?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." She was like, "Why you keep going and they keep messing you up?" And look, cause let me say, look, a few times they had cut my hair good, and they're fast. Like black barbers take about 30 minutes, Koreans take about 15. All right, and it's half the price. So I did it. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. But that's my life though. So I'm working on it. Being aware of how I am and all that stuff is very important. All right, so look. Somebody asked, "What is like?" Hold up. So it's funny how it worked, right? I asked a question, and instead of you answering the question, you reply with a question. That is such a woman thing. What is? And then you like, well, there's. And when I say that, I don't mean every woman. I just mean it's like really kind of silly and immature at girls do. What's the purpose or role of a woman? What's the role of a man? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there is the exact type of conversation that is going on, the back and forth. Like you're not even answering. Why can't you answer a question? You're so upset that you can't answer a question. All right. Anyway, let's talk about it. According to the Bible, what is the purpose of man? And I only brought up the Bible. It's funny how I say I'm talking about women not listening, and you can tell in the video with the comment that you're not listening. I said that I do not read the Bible like that. I said from what I'm hearing and from my knowledge is from reading the Bible from my younger days. The Bible ain't gonna change. It's the same. If you read it at 12, it's gonna be the same words at 25. Hold on. Hold on. According to the Bible, what is the purpose of man? According to the Bible, the purpose of man is multifaceted and can be understood through several key themes found throughout the scriptures. Number one, the purpose of man is to glorify God. Okay, worship and praise. One fundamental purpose of humanity is to glorify God through worship, praise, and reverence. All right, it says in Isaiah 43, chapter 7, is a chapter or a book? I don't know how it works. Verse. It is stated that God created people for his glory, to reflect God's image. That's number two. To reflect God's image, okay? Oh, I can't even say that word. Let's say imago Dei. In Genesis 1, 26, 27, it is noted that man was created in the image of God. And then it says imago Dei. This means that humans are meant to reflect God's character and attributes, including love, kindness, justice, to have domain and stewardship over creation, to fulfill God's will, obedience, and servants, to seek redemption and salvation. All right, conclusion. In summary, the Bible presents the purpose of man as glorifying God, reflecting his image, stewarding creation, engaging in relationships, fulfilling his will, experiencing and sharing love, and seeking redemption. These dimensions collectively form a comprehensive understanding of humanity's role according to a biblical teaching. Here's what you did not hear. God did not create man for woman. All right, like you understand that? Like woman came after that, and then I know some people commented on why women were created. All right, women were created for man because man was lonely, man was bored. Everybody else had a partner, the snakes, all the other beasts and stuff like that, except for man, except for Adam. So it made sense. Let's speak about the role of the man in a relationship or a marriage. The role of a man in a relationship or marriage can vary greatly depending on individual beliefs, cultural backgrounds, and personal dynamics. However, there are several common themes that often characterize a man's role in these contexts. Now, I think we already pretty much know what a man's role is. That's one thing that we don't gotta talk about ever, because at a young age, women are already taught like how a man's supposed to treat a woman. He's supposed to open your door, supposed to buy you flowers, supposed to do all these things for a woman. When when is it that a woman or a man or somebody is teaching a woman, a girl, how to treat a man? I told my ex, I was like, you don't know how to treat me. You don't know how to treat, what I'm saying, a guy. Like, you can just tell. It's been so many times, like, I have met women, and you can just tell they didn't have no daddy, or if they had a dad, they didn't talk to him or teach him shit. They ain't had no older brother that talked to him or taught him anything. They were just really dumb. And that's you don't like the way I speak to my daughter, but I don't give a shit. You can tell the women out here that don't have like the mental capacity. I'm like, whoa, and that's why things happen out here. They don't get taught. My bad. Hold on. Okay, number one, of course, provider. Financial support. Y'all love that shit. Traditionally, keyword traditionally, men have often been seen. That sounded funny. Traditionally, men have often been seen as the primary breadwinners, responsible for providing financial stability for the family. This role is evolving, with many couples sharing financial responsibilities equally. I'm just saying. Number two, Safety and security. A key role of a man is to create a safe and secure environment for his partner and family. This includes emotional and physical safety, as well as being a source of support during difficult times. Let me read that again. Safe and secure environment. Like, what does that mean? Can somebody break that down? What does safe and secure environment mean? Huh? Territorial? You know what I mean? I didn't have a gun or a bat by the door. Like what? What does that look like? I need examples. So hold up. And this is why I read it again. This includes emotional and physical safety, as well as being a source of support during difficult times. Wow. I'm good. Okay. Number 3. Leadership. What? Men lead? Get out of here. Guidance and direction. I'm sorry, I'm going to get loud. But this is obviously my jam. And I say it's my jam because I feel like a lot of women miss this. Y'all don't listen. So how can you be lead? I'm sorry. How can you be led? How can you be lead? Guidance and direction. In many relationships, men are expected to take on a leadership role, especially in decision making. This involves guiding the family and making choices that align with shared values and goals. You got to communicate. Okay. Number 4, supporter. Support her. Emotional and practical support. A man should provide emotional support to his partner, being there to listen, empathize, and encourage. Encourage on that bullshit. This role also includes sharing household responsibilities and participating in parenting. That part there, I've heard women say that they were married to their husband, but they were like a single parent. I was like, holy shit. But like I said, me being a parent, a dad, when I see like they don't do shit, they feel like because they work and pay the bills, like that's, I mean, and I got it. Paying the bills is a lot. That's a whole fucking job. I got it. But parenting, man, that's another job. Like when people say that like parenting is a full-time job, it is. So you got that job, you got to come on and do that job too. So I don't know. I don't like it. It sucks. Okay. Oh yeah. Number 5. Oh, 5. Communicator. Communicator. Open communication. Effective communication. I didn't even read this before I came here. Don't I be saying that? I say that, and I say that word because I learned it in therapy. Effective. Anybody can talk, but is the other person listening? Are you able to relay your thoughts and ideas to this person in a way that they understand it? If not, then it isn't effective. Both of you just talking or yelling or whatever. Effective communication is crucial in any relationship. Any, not just this one, any relationship. A man should be open and honest with his partner, expressing his thoughts, feelings, and needs while also being receptive to his partner's perspectives. I'm not making this stuff up. I think sometimes I feel like you're not listening. A lot of the stuff that we've been learning comes from the past, from stuff that we learned from what we saw growing up with our parents, stuff we see on social media, Instagram, and all that. All that stuff ties into our thought process and how we go about certain situations. And that's when I go back to like how you're living, what are your morals, and what are your goals. I'm gonna tell you for myself because I always want to speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I each and every woman that I have a child with, that means Ikea James, that means Deshaun Ricks, that means Kiara Obano. Every one of these women have met my mom. And I thought it was important because from what I saw on television, because I didn't have a dad growing up, what I saw on television is that when a young man or a woman, when a young man finds, usually it's girl, when a girl wants to go on a date, he has to go through dad. You know what I'm saying? Like mom might like him and shit like that, but the approval has to go through dad. Since I didn't have dad growing up, you know what I'm saying? When I thought I saw, a nice young lady that I like, you know what I'm saying, I would bring it to my mom. And I told you guys already, each and every one of my baby mamas met my mama. My mama met them, and my mom was like, hell no, these are not the one. Each and every one of them, she was like, no. And she was correct on each and every one of them. I said, clearly, I don't pick well. I don't do, it is what it is. You can call it shade. It's not shade. If anything is shade on me, is I'm bad decision making when it comes to picking women. So that's on me. It is what it is. Anyway, you just heard the communicator. It's important. I think we already know that. I hope you already know that. I hear some of the comments. The comments are still stupid. The comments are emotional still. You know what I mean? Like I said, talking to some of you sometimes, like talking to her, I can tell by your comments. By your comments are emotional. They don't even make sense. What video are you on? What planet? Nurturer. Now this was funny to see that because usually nurturer comes from the woman. So I want to see what it says for the man. Affection and care. Demonstrating love and affection is an essential aspect of a man's role. I didn't even know that. Demonstrating love and affection. I didn't know that. I always thought it was a woman. Like, I mean, now me being older and having kids now, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I hug my kids a lot more than I do. I'm gonna tell you who I'm weird around. I'm weird around Corey. Having Corey here is weird. Because usually he's here on the weekend, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like he being here all the time, eating up all the food and shit. Just stuff like that. It's just different having him here. So our relationship is a little, I don't know, it's a little weird, but I don't know. We come together when we need to. It is what it is. But that was pretty weird to see that. Not weird to see it, but nurturer is usually the woman thing. So I think that was nice to see that the man's role is to be nice. Because usually when you think about a man, because I think of a man with children or something, it's like to be macho and loud and mean or stuff like that. So to see this, that was really kind of, I don't know. This includes showing appreciation. Saying thank you, I appreciate you. Being tender and nurturing the emotional bond within the relationship. That's what's up. Oh. Partner, teamwork and collaboration. A successful marriage or partnership requires both partners to work together as a team. A man should be a good collaborator, working alongside his partner to achieve common goals and navigate challenges. Respectful equal. I laughed when I saw this earlier, and I don't think anybody else thought that shit was funny. Equity in the relationship. Modern relationships increasingly emphasize equality. A man should respect his partner as an equal, valuing her opinions, ambitions, and contributions to the relationship. Let me ask you a question, and don't get mad at me. I'm only asking you a question. Do you feel, ladies, that and I told old girl that I saw in the lift. I hope she responds. I hope I hear from her. Do you feel that women are equal to men? I know you're gonna give me like some big old all around. I'm just. Is it possible to give me a clear yes or no? Is it possible? I was getting my tire changed, right? I did. I think I showed. Maybe I didn't show it. And there was a lady there. Wait, she was waiting too, getting her car, getting her tires changed. And I saw this, and I googled, and I saw this, and then I typed in something else in Chat GPT to see what it was, and I was kind of baffled. Anyway, do you feel like, ladies, that you are equal to a man? So I think with this equity, I think what they're trying to say is like in the relationship is what I think. I think they're saying that one isn't more important than the other, and that has to be it, because I know sometimes a large majority of the time, because the man makes the most money, he's the breadwinner, he's the leader, that he takes on a lot of responsibilities and roles, that he is the most important in the relationship. But as you be hearing stuff like happy wife, happy life, so I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Accountability. Are you zooming in? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Accountability. Some of you still saying that Desmond Cassell does not have accountability. Are you kidding me? Accountability, personal responsibility. A man should take responsibility for his actions, recognizing how they impact the relationship. This includes being willing to apologize and learn from mistakes. Yo, this right here hit like a motherfucker. All right, let's real talk. I get on this channel right in front of my phone, same way I've been doing, and I ain't gonna say I bleed on this motherfucker, but man, it just don't make sense to lie. I don't know any of you. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe one of you, I forgot his name, that I served in the military with, so stuff like that. But I don't really know y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I have no reason to lie. There's things embarrassing that I, can say, but I'm sitting in my house by myself talking to my phone. You know what I mean? What are we lying about? I just feel like I told you all in the last video. I feel so much better. The weight is off my shoulder when I get to cry and come on here and be real and all right. Let me dial it back. I know Kiara. All right, I've slept with this woman. We live in That's a bad way to start. That's not what I meant. I've been under the same roof with this woman. Let me say that. I mean, but the first one is true too. But I mean, we have kids together, you know what I'm saying? But and somebody said it too, and I say Kiara is a smart woman. How do we get on Kiara Desmond? Because she's a part of my life, man, and it does suck to see her every day. Bam, hold up, accountability. Let me say this too before I forget. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to edit this video. Desmond, hey, you guys look at me. I know I'll be all over the place. No shit. Check me out. As you can see, I'm trying to be more structured. But just real quick. Kiara said to me when we had the argument the other day, and you guys can always fact check me, I don't mind. Actually, I love that because, I don't need a lot about anything. She said, you don't even look at me. Oh, man. She says, you don't even look at me when I drop the kids off for anything. Nigga, it's painful. You don't be here. It's annoying that you don't understand me and you don't hear me. As we just already said, in any relationship, communication is important. You have to hear your partner. I don't give a fuck if we're not married anymore. We still have to co-parent. We're still in a relationship. What's the relationship between you and your ex? We're co-parents. That's the relationship. We still have to talk. But beyond that, it does suck. It hurts when I have to argue with you, about stuff like this, or a shouting match and you're disrespect for it, or I don't know. It sucks. So I had to turn my shit off or on or whatever, my shield on, and act like I don't give a fuck. All right. I distant myself from her and her family. You know what I'm saying? It's weird because I'm coaching on the team, and you know what I mean. And we got underlying issues, and we try not to let it show. But that shit gets old. It gets old for me, bro. Like it gets old. Where are we at? Oh, she said you don't look at me, and I'm here to say, which I wanted to say to her, but you don't fucking you don't even how can you not listen? But it hurts me to look at you. I have to see you every day, drop off the kids, which actually, as I'm pausing, I don't get to see you anymore. That probably was the best thing that I had going, is just be able to see Kiara every day. But like the capacity that I'm seeing her in is horrible. I think that's the thing. Yeah, you get to see her every day, but you get to see her as your ex-wife. You get to see her dropping the kids off. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get to see her every day. Yay. This sucks. And it has sucked. And for those that continuously say, stop talking about it, get over it. If it wasn't a present issue, then it wouldn't be a present issue. But it is. And once again, the ignorance, the hypocrisy, you're telling me to get over it, but you're not. It's just, Kiara and I are both going through it. That, and I don't like speaking for her, because I don't, whatever. But it's obvious. When the past keep bringing up, I'm like, why? What are you talking? Hey, when I told you, like, I be looking at her sometimes, I be like, who are you? Sometimes, like, her comments, I be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're having a conversation about communication, and you're talking about Kobe and having a baby. I'm like, what? Huh? Oh, hold up, before I forget and lose my thought. She says too, also, you didn't even wish me happy Mother's Day. And that's why I be talking about, like, man, this stuff is emotional. You know what I'm saying? But let me say, why? I just told you I had to protect myself. All you all do is think about her. Des, you hurt her. Des, this, her. My nigga, you're like, what the fuck? What am I doing here? No. So when you want to act crazy, I cut myself. I distance myself. I go cold. Either I say nothing, or the words are like one word comments or whatever, because that's the way you make it, or you make me feel like I need to talk to you or whatever. Anyway, accountability. I've done nothing but be accountable. I said this before and I'll say it again. Like, I put the whole thing on me. As a man, as a 30-year-old man, I chose a 20-year-old woman with no, I don't know. See, that's shade. I chose a 20-year-old woman. Yep. So, like I said, it's on me. I knew things weren't going great in Alaska. I knew things needed to change. I told her, I was like, if things don't change in Texas, we gotta make some other arrangements, which means divorce, separation, which was, I would say, it happened anyway. It wasn't Deshaun, it wasn't CPS, it wasn't going great anyway. It wasn't going good anyway. Anytime your freaking spouse is sleeping in another room, it's not going good. But you can talk all day. You can talk till you're blue in the face. People don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. If this is saying what this is saying is that the man takes responsibility. So stop blaming Kiara. Only talk about you and what you did. And no, I was not the best husband. I was mean. I was cold. I was not very compassionate. I wasn't. It was a lot of the shit that I wasn't. But a lot of this stuff that I was. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping it real. That's being accountable. All these things, no, I didn't do, but a lot of these things I did. All right. Yeah, I've apologized. And I said, as far as that, but my only regret is let her take my kids, because they're our kids, and as far as me asking her, wanting her to stay, I tried the same way I tried. I think somebody commented in the comments that, so I think Kiara must have heard it, or y'all must have seen it and talked to her, because there was a comment in there that said that the same thing happened in the kitchen in Texas, and it did. I tried to talk to her before she left with the kids, and it blew out of proportion. I mean, it wasn't a physical assault, but she ended up throwing rice at me. Yeah, but the same thing happened down there. It's always communication, and I don't know what needs. I was about to say I don't know what needs to happen, but the same way I'm learning, it's just a learning process, man. So I've been telling you for years, since I don't know how you guys say you've been watching since Alaska. I've been going to therapy. Therapy is amazing. The thing about therapy, though, therapy is individual. I'm working on myself. I'm learning how to speak. I feel a certain way. I don't like the way you're making me feel. I feel this. You speak direct. All right, so that way you can that way you can effectively communicate. But if the other people that you're talking to are not trained or not have knowledge of how to communicate within it doesn't matter. You're like talking to a wall. All right, and it can be, as you see, it can be very damaging. All right, last but not least, lifelong learner, growth and development. Finally, a man's role involves personal growth and development. Continuously working on oneself can enhance the relationship and contribute positively to the partnership. All right, let me read it again. All right, growth. Personal growth, and this should be going by both. All right, now what I should have done, and I will next time, I think I can do it now. I can do it now. Is do the same thing, but do the woman role, so that way you can see what your role is supposed to be. Because honestly, I kind of want to do it now, because I really feel like a lot of you don't know your role. Was it Steve Cole? Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say, "Shut up and know your role," or some shit like that? A lot of you don't know your role. In conclusion, the role of a man in a relationship or marriage encompasses a variety of responsibilities and characteristics that will promote a healthy, supportive, and loving partnership. While these roles can vary, the focus should always be on mutual respect, collaboration, and shared commitment to the relationship. You can't be leaving the damn relationship all the time. You can't be leaving the marriage all the time, and that's crazy. You can't be disrespecting each other neither, can you? You can't bring in the past every time and expect the freaking present or the future to get any better. I ain't making this stuff up, guys. I kind of want to pause real quick, because I really need the woman's role. If you're gonna do the male role, I need the woman's role. Can't be on have that. All right, I ain't gonna do it right now. I'll do it on the next one. Besides sex, what does a woman have to offer a man? And this was a question that got everybody like, what? You asked that question? I know you're gonna be like, we're supposed to nurture, man. You can companionship. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me get into this. Women offer a wide range of qualities and contributions beyond the physical aspects of relationship. Here are several aspects. Emotional support. Many women provide understanding, empathy, and emotional nurturing, which can strengthen relationships. That was the first thing they said. They didn't say no money, financial. They didn't say sexual. They didn't say babies. They didn't say, I don't know, whatever else. I ain't building nothing. It said understanding. Women provide understanding. How you gonna understand when you don't know how to listen? How you gonna understand when you're trying to talk while he's talking? Emotional nurturing. Do you all even know what that even means? Emotional nurturing? Then it says, which can strengthen relationships. If you don't even know what those are, forget about it. Number 2, intellectual companionship. I knew that was coming. Do you guys know what intellectual companionship? Those are those deep conversations that you can only have with your girl. Yeah, those. Nope, you can't do that if she's always yelling and nagging and complaining about any and everything. Is she helping you be a better man? Is she helping? Got these bills coming. Yeah, you working and you could be doing more, but is she helping you? You know what I'm saying? Get that? No. What I find that most women just take. I need a woman that can make it with me. Someone to get money with, not take it from me. All I do is take. Okay, sorry. My bad. Intellectual companionship. Engaging in stimulating conversations and sharing ideas can enrich a man's life and broaden perspective. And let me tell you, intellectual companionship, you can get an artificial intelligence program to do that for you. You don't even need a woman for that. You can get somebody to talk to you for it. You good. Number 3, friendship and companionship. Once again, companionship. So now I want to look the word up, companionship, to see exactly what it means. Because I bet most of you don't even know what the fuck it means. And I bet most of you don't even do it to your man. Friendship and companionship. Women often bring loyalty, companionship, and a sense of partnership that enhances the quality of life. I like that because that reminds me I'm all good by myself, but with you, you make me better. All right? I'm a force all by myself, but girl, you make me better. I think I said it wrong, but you feel me, right? All right, I'm good by myself, but the woman's supposed to compliment the man. Some of you don't even, I said you don't even know your role. You mad at me. With you having this dominance attitude, with you having this masculine type of mind frame and attitude and the way you move, what do you think you're going to attract? What do you think that you're presenting out there? It's a reason why certain things are happening for you in your life while you're single, while you got the man that you don't like, and this, that, and the third. Hey, I'm gonna do men too. Trust me, I'm gonna do myself because it's not even hard to. But anyway, I'm gonna do us too. I'm just saying. Sense of partnership that enhances the quality of life. All right, companionship again. All right, number 4, creativity and inspiration. That's why I said earlier. I know you got mad at me. You're supposed to help him. Now, this is what I mean by help. Steve Jobs, is it Bezos with Amazon? You know how he divorced his wife, they got divorced, and he gave her half, and I was pissed, only to find out that she was there the whole entire way. That's what I'm talking about. They did it together. I didn't know that. They didn't make it ever seem that it was them together. It was always like him. She assisted. She helped. She didn't do a whole lot, but she did something. All right. Many women contribute unique perspectives and creative ideas, fostering innovation and inspiration. Let me ask you a question, ladies. When was the last time you gave your man a creative idea to help a situation? Real talk. Because earlier it said that you expect the man to make all the decisions. But if he comes to you with an issue, like, hey, there's an issue going on, blah, blah, do you got it? Check this out. What I be hearing from the women is like they want the man to plan the date out, right? Here's my issue with that, ladies. Who do you expect to pay the bill? You expect me to pay that motherfucker, right? So if I'm going to pay the bill, I don't want to do shit. I'm dead ass. Like, you should know what I'm ordering. You should almost know what I'm about to order in this motherfucker. I don't want to do nothing. I'm the man. I got to pay all the bills. I had to drive here. I had to put gas in the car, open your door. Okay, I'm doing taking you out. You look nice tonight, boo. Hey, baby, I'm about to get that ass tonight. Probably not, cause you be tripping. All right, all right. So just keep it in 100, like for real. Well, that's just me. All right. If you expect a man to do all of this, when I expect the woman to do her thing. My man ain't got to do shit. That's the same way as like when the dinner's ready, and the man can sit his ass down, and the woman's gonna make his plate. Shit, he provided. This table that we're eating on, he bought it. These lights is on right now. Thank you, boyfriend, husband, baby daddy, whatever. This house that we're on, this room, thank you for paying this rent. I appreciate you. I feel like I thought that when you're doing all of the man things, the role that that the woman's just supposed to handle business, but clearly it is not like that. All right, share responsibilities. In relationships, women often share responsibilities such as parenting, household management, and financial planning. That said women. It didn't say. It didn't say. Okay, anyway, where we at? Personal growth. A supportive partner can encourage personal growth and self-improvement, helping each other to achieve goals. Mentorship, guidance. Women can offer insight and guidance. This shit sound like AI. Hey, I'm going to keep it a stack. This shit didn't say anything about reprocreation. Did I say it right? Making babies. We wouldn't be able to repopulate the world without women. I know that for a fact. I was really surprised that it didn't say that in there. Oh, never mind. I said besides sex. So besides babies, you guys are our friends. You guys are there to make our life easier. I don't. I was just getting ready to say I don't see how you don't understand that, but I don't think a lot of you do. And if you haven't been taught that, and if you don't believe or read the Bible, because a lot of the submissive talk is in the Bible. Most women are not submissive at all. They'll fight back on a man. They'll buck up and try to. I told you they have this dominance. This, I don't know. Like, you're a fucking woman. Calm down. That's why they get smacked up sometimes. Like, you gotta smack them down to reality. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, you're big and tough. Okay, calm. Like, it just gets too much, and then you be a man, and they're looking at you crazy. You're a woman. Stay a woman. Stay a woman. It's way too much masculinity in women, and it's too much femininity in men. I know you couldn't wait to fucking say, Des, yeah, that's you. I was raised by a woman. I was raised by a woman. There was no dad there to teach me how to be a man. They kept me away from my dad. Lies were told. If you did not understand yet, you women are fucking ruining children. They come out looking like me or worse. You can't keep the kids away from the parents. You can't do that. You're messing the children up. You're trying to be funny, Deshaun. Talk about me to our kids. You're letting them do whatever the fuck you want to do. And then when it gets too ruly, what do you want to do? You want to call daddy to fix it. Go to your daddy. Now I got to deal with what you created. Is exactly what it is. And I've seen it happen multiple times. Spoil the kid. Your daddy ain't shit. He don't love you. What you're doing is fueling this child with your hate. Because you and daddy didn't get along. You and mommy didn't make it. So now F all of these bitches. You're mad. Niggas ain't shit. She be saying that. Y'all talking about she never says anything. Y'all thought y'all stupid. Des, why are you saying because it's the truth. You're not listening. When she's saying those things, she's talking about me. What do you think she's talking about? It's not cool. It's not fair. Anyway, I did not mean to get on this. I'm about to take a nap, and then I'm about to get on the road and pick up my youngest, and he'll be here with us. I got a bed frame coming, and another bed. I'm gonna turn this thing into a double, because this is the biggest room in the house. I don't need all this space. Or they can have all that stuff. I'll hook it up. I don't have the comment in front of me, do I? I was looking for it too, but somebody was like, "Thank you for making this video." She said she can understand her ex more. And I'm like, that's the reason why I do it. This is the reason. This shit, I never would have thought. I've watched the videos on MTV. What is it? My teenage. What is it? My six. That show that Kiara had me watching that shit. It was some Sweet 16 or 16 and Pregnant or some shit. But anyway, all those shows about baby daddies and the dramas and all that, and the kids, the dad taking the kids from school, and mom calls kidnapping. She calls the police and shit because dad wants to take the kids to the movies, and the mom's being a bitch, being a little stupid bitch, and just stuff like that. And I never would have thought that I would be in it. But there you go. All because we can't communicate. Because the past is so important that, every time we try to have a conversation, it gets brought up. That's crazy. But I mean, hey, I keep saying it is what it is, but it sucks. It sucks. She just passed me right here. She just passed me picking up Kalia. I was like, Des, you made this shit, bro. You made this situation, and all we can do is learn from it. I think that's what we're doing right now with the research that I'm doing. Everything that I'm researching is on ChatGPT, Chatbox AI. It's an artificial intelligence program. No, this is not an ad, but if y'all do, it's wonderful. I know sometimes with technology, when new things come out, like crypto, for example, I still don't know exactly how the fuck crypto works. I understand that it's a different a form of currency, but I'm like, is it a card? I have crypto on here. I go somewhere and I swipe it. It just wasn't explained to me very good, or I didn't take it enough. It wasn't widely enough used for me to have to get to know it, because regular stuff still works. So no need to use crypto. But for AI, artificial intelligence, this chat box situation, if you all, I know most of you are women, but if you have ever seen Iron Man, the movie, and you've seen that he's talking to his suit, which is an artificial intelligence named Jarvis. That's what this is. This is a very smaller form, obviously, a lower form, but the same idea. Same way I was telling you guys the other day about my book idea that I did. All I did was talk my ideas out right here, the same way I'm speaking to you right here, and it helped me form my book. Ugh. And as I'm reading it, I'm sitting here like, oh my, I'm getting goosebumps. I was like, yeah, leave that shit fire. That shit fire, bro. So ladies, if you're a writer, or you're not a writer, or you have things that you want to try to put into perspective or a different type of way, you try it out. It's free. You got a little free 4-day trial. Put in the code Desmond. I'm just playing. That's how they be when they be doing the little sponsors. Hey. Oh, those of you that want me to sponsor your products, as you guys see, I am very real and honest. I have a life vlog. If your product does not mesh with my life, it's going to be really weird for me to do a video. Yeah, I know you're paying me. I'm gonna do it. But I'm just saying, like, and then if it sucks, I'm gonna give you a honest review so that everybody can see it. But if your product is fire, I'm going to give you an honest assessment so everybody can see it. So just be careful, be mindful of that when you want me to do one of your products. I don't mind, all right? I haven't done one yet. I haven't said yes to anybody. I have been talking to a few people, and I'm really excited. I just wanted it to be something that I use. Like if it was, I don't know, something for the summertime. Some food. You want to send a new product? You want me to try it out and taste it on here? Like I just tried some food. That would make sense. But that other stuff, yeah, no. I'm hungry again. Round two. I'm going nowhere. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, my bad. I had to reload to get some more nachos. I got a bev too. Oh, shit. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right, so I got some stuff real quick. I was over there I was working. Why are more people choosing to stay single? More people are choosing to stay single for a variety of reasons, reflecting changing attitudes towards relationships, personal values, and societal norms. Here are several key factors contributing to this trend. Personal independence. This is dope because I've noticed that there has been an uproar as far as women freedom, women equality. The voice of the woman has changed phenomenally. I think I want to say that word. I like it though. I love it a lot. Oh, bad. I don't know how to be talking and eating at the same time. I'm like, hold up. I know a lot of men still say to this day that women should be in women roles. And I don't know. If you can do the work, you can do the work. I've seen a woman ranger. Bad bitch. She bad. Like, if you can do it, I can't do it. 90% of the men can't do it. So I'm like, why you hating on her? She should probably beat your ass. Like, no. If you can do it, you can do it. I don't want to have no babies. I don't want to push out shit from out of me. Nothing. Pushing a gallstone hurts. Pushing, man, no. No, thank you. No, We just read that parenting is not a gender role. Parenting is what both parents do. Nurturing is not just for the woman. Hello. Independence. INDPEG. Do you know what that means? You gotta own them. Listen. For a long time, it was always like women couldn't do what they wanted to do. They couldn't buy land, they couldn't buy a home, they couldn't own shit. Right? They had to have a man. So when women start making their own, and I'm going to say this, some of y'all going to be like, what are you talking about? OnlyFans. When women were able to make their own money by making their own content, it really did things different. Like, I'm just... Now, I'm not going to say, I know some of you will be like, what? Anytime you can make $1 million by sitting in your bedroom, by showing your body, that's major. I don't care what you say. That's major. I know what you're gonna say. That isn't right. I didn't say. I just that's major. People that get up every day, clock in, clock out, work 40 hours, 6 days a week. They do not make $1 million. They might make 60,000, 70,000 at best. Even if you made $100,000 a year, which most of us never will, it would still take you 10 years to make $1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. You don't hear me. Anyway, women don't need men for finances anymore. Or education. Or land. Or any of that. Hey, bosses, right? Hey, do your thing, what? Mm-hmm. Many individuals prioritize personal freedom and independence, choosing to focus on their own goals, careers, and interests without the commitments or compromises that come with the relationship. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I go. Number two, career and. My bad. That's why I can't. I just talking and eating shit. Career and education focused long term goals. With greater emphasis on education and career development, especially among younger generations, many people choose to invest their time and invest in professional growth rather than romantic relationships. Mm-hmm. I'm out of boo boo. That was good. So the only thing I had to add in here was the beans. I usually get my way out the beans. It was good. I use the same seasoning, Taco Bell. These chips is good. I got the salsa in the middle. Smacking. Okay, almost three. Changing social norms. Shifting values. Cultural attitudes towards marriage and relationships have evolved. With less societal pressure to marry, bullshit crap, or settle down at a particular age, many people now view singlehood as a valid and fulfilling lifestyle choice. Yes, sir. Living that single life. Right, we got four. My bad. Oh, here go. This is me. Past experiences. Avoiding negative relationships or individuals who have experienced difficult. Oh, sorry. That's one thing. So it's it's number four. Past experiences. Then it says a dash. Avoiding negative relationships. Dot. Was that a semicolon? Individuals who have experienced difficult or unhealthy relationships may choose to remain single to avoid repeating past mistakes or emotional pain. That's me, dog. I keep getting into relationships, though. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Preference for personal growth. That's pretty much education. Yeah, that's pretty much the same with education, but okay. Staying single allows individuals to explore their identities, interests, and desires without the influence of a partner. Promoting self awareness and personal development. Financial considerations. I didn't get to it yet. Hold on. Whew. All right, here we go. Number 6. Financial considerations. Economic factors. Financial stability is a significant factor in a relationship decision. Some individuals may feel that they are not in a position to support a partnership or family and may choose to prioritize financial independence instead. Yeah, because y'all expensive. We gotta date you, pay for your nails, get your hair done, hotel or mortgage. Y'all want trips and shit. Oh man, everything, or we get nothing. Fear of I missed one. 7. Technology and social media changing dating landscape. Excuse me. The rise of dating apps and social media has altered how people connect, leading to more casual relationships and a focus on dating rather than long-term commitment or marriage. I agree. People weird. The more I meet people, the more I see a lot of fucking trauma. Hey, I tell you, ladies, men, whatever, we're fucking these kids. We're messing our generation up. We're messing the next generation up because we're not learning. We're not healing. We ain't getting better. We're making the same mistakes, but worse. Fear of commitment. Fear of commitment. Who's scared? Am I scared? Fear of commitment. Commitment issues. Some individuals may have fears or anxieties about commitment due to previous experiences, trauma, societal pressures, or the complexities of modern relationships, leading them to choose singlehood. We are living single in a 90s type of world. I'm glad I got my girl. Okay. There you go. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Right here. I need some more sauce. I'm good, huh? I don't want to be too salty. Here it is, guys. Fulfillment outside of relationships. Ooh, get into that. Get into that. Alternate sources of happiness. Many people. Slow down. Many people find fulfillment and connection through friendships, hobbies, travel, and community involvement. feeling that these aspects of life provide satisfaction without the need for a romantic partner. Connection through friendships, hobbies, travel, community. Holy shit. Number 10, guys. Number 10. Number 10. Now, I told you guys before that stress, men die first, and it's usually caused by stress. Number 10. Longer life expectancy. Change in life stage. With longer life expectancies, people may feel less urgency to settle down early and instead choose to take their time finding the right partner or enjoy life as a single individual. I like it. I didn't think it was going there. I thought they were going to say like you saved life or something. The decision to remain single is increasingly seen as a valid lifestyle choice rather than a contemporary state. Ooh, I thought I saw. Let me read it again. In conclusion, the decision to remain single is increasingly seen as a valid lifestyle choice rather than a temporary state or a sign of failure. As societal norms continue to evolve, more individuals are embracing their autonomy and prioritizing personal growth, fulfillment, careers, and meaningful connections outside of traditional relationships. That's a lot. I had that burp in there the whole time. Like, fuck, bro, I can't get that shit out. Whew. My eyes water. Alright, so I got some booty waiting for me in Texas. I gotta go ahead and get on that big booty. If she wasn't so crazy, I would love her too. She is. I do love her, but no, she crazy. Damn. She crazy. Oh! I'll look it up. Why were women created? Biblical perspective, creation in God's image. In the Bible, both men and women are created in the image of God. Genesis 1:26-27. I gotta read it. Suggesting that women were intended to reflect God's character and attribute just as men do. Yes. The jealous God. I said it. This is why some women believe that God is a woman. But if God was a woman, she would have made woman first. No? Why? Because she's selfish. According to Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, God created woman as a companion for man, stating it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper a helper. You're supposed to be helping us, not making this shit worse, not stressing us out. Somebody asked, why do men sit in the car before coming into the house? Women. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't helping. I will make a helper suitable for him. This indicates the importance of relationships and companionships in human existence. Where my chips at? Oh. Oh, we didn't look up nurturing. There was another word that we want to look up. Mothers, caregivers, leaders, community members. Yeah, all that. Crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just reading stuff. Chat GPT is real fun to use. It's free. Well, this is the paid version, but check it out. See what you guys think. Ask it questions. Whew. I'm full now. The only way to get better is to learn and to do better. That's the only way. All right. I love y'all. Bye. I'm gonna be on the road. I'm leaving today or tonight. I'll be back Friday, Saturday. Bye. Oh, it's hot. Hot as hell, boy. It was hot.